Hey, good morning, you guys. Happy 4th of July weekend. Welcome to episode number 64 of the First and 10 NFL New York Jets podcast. How you doing this morning, brother?
I'm good. I can't believe 4th of July weekend is upon us, but yet here we are.
You know what that means? That means 3 weeks till training camp.
Yes, I believe, again, I could have my numbers wrong. Did I see it right? Is it the July 16th or the 18 rookies report?
I believe so. Yeah, I can't remember which one it was, but we're getting close.
Yeah, things are going to start to heat up, and it's going to get good here, fellas. Stay with us. You know, you've been there. Stay with us. Things are going to heat up. Please remember to like and subscribe. We appreciate everything.
I'm looking forward to a big year.
Now, when you say big, what's big? What's Kevin big? Like, what are you know?
The season not being over by Halloween.
Okay.
And sneaking in as a wild card.
Okay. So if they don't sneak in as a wild card but finish 9-8, are you disappointed?
Yes.
Oh, you are? Wow. Okay.
Come on, man. It's been what, 11 years, 12 years?
Yeah,
Let's
12
go.
years.
Let's
12
go.
years.
Come
on.
on.
What is it? 3 years since we won a division game.
And and I think it was last week or something on NFL Network. They had the Patriot Jet divisional round game up in New England.
Okay.
You know, man, what we've missed over the last 12 years.
You know what I got to tell you? Maybe it's because it's the dead time. I really haven't watched any of the morning football programs. Plus, I'm just so tired of the knock on the team. I think I saw.
Oh, you mean that we're picking first again?
Yeah, that's one ESPN reporter said. But even early last week or late last week, Schrager had saying Jet fans should cool their engines, which is fine. He has every right to say that, and I believe he's also a Jet fan. But
yeah, because God forbid a Jet fan has something to be excited about.
Yeah, telling us to cool our engines. And I understand even some of the fan base is our fan base right now is either hyped to the moon, 11-6, 12-5, 10-7, playoff players, or they're more on, don't put the rose-colored glasses on here. Let's get 8 or 9 wins. Let's be competitive. We're so divided. And I understand all that because of 12 years of nothing to show.
And I mean,
one winning season in that 12 years, 11 years.
To me, in the second year of a regime, with the moves you made in the offseason, your rookie quarterback is no longer a rookie. Okay, it's time to take a step. It's time to go to the next level.
And I agree with you, Kevin. I said to you, and I keep repeating this, I said to you, 8 wins, 7 wins would have been a nice step. But I'm sorry, I'm throwing it out there, and I know you can't compare. People are going to say, oh, it's apples and oranges. Seeing what Joe Burrow did in year 2, these quarterbacks now in year 2, even year 3, this is no longer a 3, 4, 5 year waiting game. This is, see what you've done for me today.
Now.
And listen, we don't know anything about the Cleveland Browns. We're not in their locker room. Maybe if there's a Cleveland Brown fan who sees our podcast and wants to jump on. Baker Mayfield took this team, I believe, to the playoffs and almost an AFC championship, and he's run out of town.
They don't
want him there. Now, maybe because he yaps and we don't know about, I don't know the reason why they want him out. They don't see him as a good quarterback, but he's had 2 winning seasons there and they're running him out of town. Zach cannot have a 6-game season, a 6-win season. And this is why I'm saying, and I'm sticking by my 10-7. And let me tell you something, Kevin, if we're a week out and everyone that we're praying to the football gods is healthy, I might even jack up that number. I know. I'm just saying, this is the downtime. I'm allowed to dream. I'm allowed to put out there my thoughts on this team. watching what Joe Burrow did coming back from an injury with a shitty offensive line, just as bad as our offensive line,
And let me tell you, there's no reason in the world that this year our offensive line shouldn't be badass.
No, exactly. Exactly. And if people keep telling me, Greg, relax, brother, relax. Mekhi is coming back. Mekhi is gonna be the beast, the mountain. Greg, please believe us. And I will. I don't argue with Jet fans. That's not why I'm here. And I don't have to argue with Jet fans. I want to agree with my Jet fan base. And I'm willing to agree with them. Like, I'm a Mekhi supporter. I'm just telling you, he's one of the players, Kevin, that I'm on the fence about.
Yeah. Hey, how could you not be?
And again, this is 3 weeks in a row we're bringing up this poor young man because, again, like when we ended the show last week, we said, oh, Boomer with his nonsense about what he said about Mekhi. We're not hearing, we keep hearing beefy Zag, strong Zag, quick Zag, knows the thing. We're even hearing Mims, looks the best he's ever looked. Fant is showing videos of the great shape he's in. And we're hearing Mum on the Mekhi. So don't tell me I don't have my cause to be concerned about this young man. I want him on this line.
They wouldn't even give us his weight.
No, nothing. But anyway, it's 4th of July weekend. Let's jump around. Let's go. What do you have?
Yeah,
today? I only have one thing for you today.
Yeah, it's slow. Everybody's on vacation. I have an interesting thing I saw that Pro Football Focus ranks the Jets among the top 5 most improved teams.
Okay.
So how can Pro Football Focus have them ranked among the top 5 most improved teams? But you got a guy on ESPN said we're going to pick one next year.
And he named the guy we're going to pick.
All right.
Now, I think, Kev, if we're picking number 1 next year, here's a couple of things I'm thinking if we're picking number 1 next year. And this is in not any type of order. Now, Zach means he's not the quarterback. So that means we're going to be looking for another quarterback if we're picking number 1. Number 2,
if we're picking 1, he ain't the guy.
Yeah, and if we're picking 1, this coaching staff is not the coaching staff we're hanging our hats on. Especially me, who said this could be the coaching staff for the next 10 years. Like this could be. So if we're picking number 1 again,
with the talent you've infused into this team, there's no excuses.
Yes. Now, the one thing interesting I did hear, and I forgot who said it, the one key player the Jets need to maybe entice a little more, and I'm starting to agree, is the linebacker Quan Alexander. I think we need to bring him in. I think we need to sweeten the pot a little. That's just me. How nice would it be to have him, Quincy, and Mosley as your core linebackers?
Yeah, tell me about it.
And
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
I understand Joe D has a way of doing things and it's his way or the highway, but it might be in time to entice Quan with what did Cuba Gooding Jr. say in show? What was it?
Show me the money?
No, but what was my ambassador of Quan, wasn't it? And I hope I'm saying this young man's name right. I think it's Quan Alexander.
And I mean, among the diving into this Pro Football Focus thing, I mean, they're not far off. Laken Tomlinson, Jordan Whitehead, safety, cornerback DJ Reed, which is going to be huge because do you realize we ranked 29th last year in outside coverage?
Wow, no, I did not.
29th.
But Kevin, let me ask you, who are the other 4 teams on the list? Are there any teams that were in the playoffs last year but got even better?
They did not show the other 4 teams on the list.
Okay.
It was just a focus on the Jets.
Okay,
thing.
so I'll be interested.
And I mean, the 2 tight ends, CJ, Tyler Conklin, defensive lineman, Jacob Martin, Solomon Thomas, who in 2017 was a number 3 overall pick.
Yeah.
Add in Sauce, Wilson, Johnson, Brees Hall, Clemens, Ruckett.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear you, but like we said, we don't win anything on paper, and we're not gonna win anything on paper. Leading to now what you said, because you did give a few names that are gonna be some nice fill-ins. You said Solomon Thomas, the fourth round draft pick.
Jacob
I think we
Martin.
have
Yep.
some depth, which leads me to believe I have 5 names from you that might be on the bubble, and you tell me what you think. Cornerback Justin Hardy, you think he's on the bubble?
Oh yeah.
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 I think he could be a cut, and that would save the Jets $2 million.
Yep.
What do you think? Vinny Curry on the bubble? He's buried on the depth chart.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, could be.
Sat out a year last year for health reasons. Thank God he's better and he's willing to play again.
Yeah, and I mean, you got Lawson coming back, and you got these other guys, Clemens. So
yeah, I agree. So far, I'm agreeing with you. Now, this name shocked me. Jason Pinnock on the bubble?
Really?
Yeah. This is just one reporter's. This wasn't anything the Jets put out there.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Now, I think he should make the roster over Ashton Davis. This reporter had Ashton Davis as a lock. I don't see Ashton Davis as a lock. I like more what I saw from Pinnock, No,
absolutely.
Right? Was it Pinnock?
Absolutely.
Didn't they ask him halfway through the season to change positions when they were hurting? Didn't he switch over to cornerback at one point?
Yeah, I believe so.
Or was
yes.
that Eccles? I could be wrong.
I don't remember.
I could be wrong. You see, folks, we're flying off our seats sometimes. We don't even remember.
No, hey, man, this random crap just comes up in your head, and
Yeah. Me personally, I disagree with this report. I don't see Pinnock as being on the bubble. Not as a young kid. This is year 2 for him. I don't see him being on the bubble. Here's another name, and I believe this is a player you like. Running back Ty Johnson. You see him on the bubble?
Maybe. I don't know. You keep him as a third back.
But do you keep him? Do you keep him over Tevon Coleman, which looks like that's going to be the head? You got to figure Carter and Hall are going to make it, right?
Oh, absolutely. That's your 1 and your 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So your third is going to be the battle of Ty Johnson and Tevon Coleman, right? Does P. Ryan have a shot of making this team?
I don't know. I actually think they like Coleman better.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I think I agree with Ty Johnson being on the bubble.
Yeah, he could. He's odd man out.
Being on the bubble. And if the undrafted free agent Zovan Knight shows any bit of thing, they're going to try to bury him on the practice squad and hope no one claims him, But reps are going to be difficult for Ty Johnson to come by with our 1 and our 2 with Coleman, and then trying to see if P. Ryan and the undrafted free agent Knight are worth their grain of salt,
And like I said to you last week, I saw where Breece Hall is going to be ahead of Carter.
Yeah, you were saying that. Because I know Carter had his, his whatever you want to say in a bunch over it, but we'll see. Maybe that's just to light a fire under Carter and keep him motivated. The other name, and this name was thrown out there from 2 different reporters, Bryce Huff.
Yes, I saw that.
He could be even used as trade bait. Him too now, buried on the depth chart.
I saw trade bait, yeah.
So I agreed with 4 out of the 5 that this reporter said. I don't see them cutting ties with Pinnock this early in his career, But
yeah, and I mean Huff, I liked Huff. He had some good games, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're always trying to get better, right?
Oh yeah, so and what, Kevin, you're right. And once that first week of camp is over and we start getting into the dog days of summer in August, and injuries pile up, and teams make cuts, and you might bring in someone that they don't need Huff now. They like this guy better. That's why they brought him in, you know. Don't forget,
Yep.
Riley Reef is still out there as an O-line piece.
Yeah.
So would it shock you if we get to, and here we go, we're back, I'm back again on this. Will it shock you if we get to camp, the veterans report late in July, come into camp, Becton is not there yet, and we find out 48 hours later, Riley Reef is in camp with them because they're worried.
It wouldn't surprise me one bit.
Yeah.
There's something going on with him.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what it is. But there's something.
I mean, we may have a lot of people on here that disagree with us, but
yeah, and that's fine.
Something's going on. You know, don't you think so?
I agree, Kevin. And that's the thing. Like, we're not hearing from. Now, listen, it's the dead period. Maybe some people tune football out, you know, during the off season, and I get it. We're not hearing in the comments section, guys, have a little patience, or guys, you're right. We're hearing mum on people's beliefs on Becton, you know? I won't say who. We're supposed to have a special guest on next week, and he will definitely be a great person to dig into the Mekhi Becton. So yes, I'm throwing a little teaser out there.
Yes. Give our itinerary here. We got some.
Yeah, we're gonna have
coming up next few weeks.
We're gonna have a super guest on next week. We're so excited. I'm not gonna give away any names yet, but we're gonna have a great guest on next week. So it should be pretty cool. We'll have a lot to discuss. He is also a fellow metalhead, Kevin. So we'll dive into that with him too. Should be interesting who he likes, who he grew up, you know, liking as a kid. Yeah, definitely. And then we're keeping our fingers crossed that the 16th and the 23rd, we'll have some roundtable discussions with other football fans, people who've been on the show before, people who are going to be new to the show. So it should be exciting the next couple of weeks, you know. And again,
absolutely looking forward to it.
Again, like Kevin and I always say, if you want to come on with us, just tell us in the comments below. We have no problems. Come on. I don't care what team you root for. Come on, talk up your team. Tell us why your team made the right moves. We've always said that. This is not, what's the word I'm looking for? This is not a scheduled show. We fly off the seat of our pants. We talk about what's on our mind, and that's it. There's never a topic on hand.
You don't get tons of stats, and you know, I mean, we try not to bore your ass. So.
Yeah, exactly. We're a different breed of podcast. We fly off the seat of our pants and we love it. Like we said, this show's about two guys hanging out, pizza and beer, just yapping up their team.
Man, again, I'm so looking forward to if we can get to that green and white scrimmage there at the stadium, and we'll do our show live for you guys.
I would love to go and not only do this show, but
have some.
Yes,
come on over.
Our Jet brethren who does shows like us, who work hard doing their shows, and there are plenty out there. And on this 4th of July weekend, we will give you guys props for doing your podcast. You all do excellent jobs.
Absolutely.
We're all a fan of your podcast, and props to you guys. And for me, Kevin, that's it. It's time to, even though it's only 9 a.m., it's time to pop open a cold one and start this weekend off right.
That's right. I'm having a little party today. I got some baby back ribs. I got some nice stuff to drink. It's going to be a good time.
Excellent.
It's going to be a good time.
Well, you enjoy. Say hello.
As long as it doesn't pour rain, which it's supposed to.
Fingers crossed for that, right?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, my brother, you start your weekend off right, and we will talk during the week.
All right, you guys, you do the same over there, brother. Say hello to everybody. You guys have a great 4th of July weekend, and we'll talk to you next week. We're getting closer, right? Yeah. All right. Talk to you later, and jet up. Happy 4th.
You too.